Please welcome to the stage Jaylyn, Sherrod, Kindyll, Wetta, and Dr. Lori Bergen. Dr. Bergen, the founding dean of the College of Media, Communication, and Information, we know it as CMCI, has been on campus since 2015. Dean Bergen also serves as the James E. DeCastro Chair in Global Media Studies and is a nationally recognized leader in teaching, scholarly research, and creative work. So just a reminder, make sure you hold the microphones up close so that we can all hear you. As a communication person, I think you know that.
We'll do it. Thank you, Chris. And oh my goodness, what a wonderful evening to be able to share some time with all of you and with these two amazing student athletes I want to introduce you to. So first, we have Jaylyn Sherrod. You want to wave? Everybody knows who she is. And we have Kindyll, Wetta. You know, I had a chance to meet these two amazing young women. We had dinner just before we came in, and I learned a lot about them, but I want you to learn about them now. First, though, I want to say that Jaylyn is from Birmingham, Alabama. She majored in sociology as underachieving undergraduate. I can't believe she's not even 21 years old yet. She's got an undergraduate degree. She's working on a degree, a master's degree in organizational leadership. You're a senior in terms of being a player, and she's a point guard, so we're going to learn more about you in a minute. Kindyll is from Castle Rock, Colorado, native of the state. She is majoring in maybe the most difficult to pronounce major on our campus, but also one of the hardest, and it's integrated physiology. And it's amazing. She's in a pre-med program, and she's got aspirations that would save both your children and every athlete who ever has an injury. So we're excited to learn more about her. She's a sophomore, and she's a point guard. So I'm going to ask you all the first question. We have not rehearsed this. What are the most challenging parts of being a college student athlete? Do you want to go first?
Me?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. The most challenging part of being a college student athlete, I would say, is for sure learning how to balance your schoolwork on top of your athletics. And I think that almost everybody would say that in here, but the amount of time that we spend practicing, playing games, traveling, it's a lot, and to be able to manage your schoolwork on top of that and make sure that you're turning it in on time is definitely very hard.
And we are first on the roster tonight because you've got a test in about an hour.
Yes, I have
so
a test.
There it is, proof in the pudding.
8:30 to 9:30.
So Jaylyn, do you want to share what makes this a challenge?
I think for me, I would say just the maturity level you have to have, especially coming from across the country. For me, Kindyll's from here, so coming across the country and just having to grow up and learning how to take care of yourself and be mature in your actions and the decisions you make. Coming to college as a 17-year-old kid, that could be different and challenging, but I think that's one of the most important things to master.
So I have to call you out and say happy birthday, because tomorrow is your 21st birthday. And you obviously are wise beyond your years, so thanks for sharing those insights. Here's my next question, a fun fact question, in fact. Could you share a personal fact about yourselves that probably nobody but maybe a mom knows about you, or would ever guess? Kindyll, you want to go first? You're going to make, okay, Jaylyn, go.
I would say a new hobby that I picked up is actually building Legos. I think my teammates found that out when I was in Spain, but yeah, I've found a new hobby in building Legos. So, yeah.
Do you want to share anything you've built out of Legos?
I did a piano. I've done trees, flowers, a lot of nature things. So, yeah.
That's super creative. Fun to hear. Okay, how about you?
Okay, so my teammates are going to laugh at this because they laughed when I told them the first time. But actually, in this gym about a month ago, I beat Julius Randle, who's in the NBA, in a shooting competition, which is surprising. I did.
That's great. Well, okay, here's a question about your futures. What are your career goals, and how does being a collegiate student athlete prepare you for it? Jaylyn, do you want to go first?
Okay. My career goals is I actually want to eventually be a head coach of a Division I women's basketball program. And I think just being a collegiate athlete myself has prepared me to just know the importance of what it takes to have a successful team. And if that doesn't work out, I hope to pursue another master's degree next year in criminal justice. So that's my backup plan.
That's great. Well, all the best to you, and that sounds like a great career path. Great to hear. Kindyll, how many times did you watch Grey's Anatomy? Or
I've watched it all the way through once, but I've seen many, many episodes multiple times. That's a medical show for any of you that don't know. It's on Netflix. It's really good.
But does it inspire you for your next step in life?
It did. I watched it a while ago, but so I want to go to med school after this, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet. I've thought about potentially orthopedic surgery, working with athletes, or doing something with children. Not sure yet. Figure it out when we get there, but those are my plans.
That's really great. So one last question for you all. What piece of advice would you have for your younger self? Like maybe when you were in first or second grade, what would you say back to that young woman?
I would just say that you're never going to regret not working as hard as you work. Like, you're never going to look back and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have worked that hard. And that's something that I have recognized just growing up, and especially now, like, yeah, it might suck in the moment, but after you're done with it, you're going to be so thankful that you did it. So that would be my advice.
That's great. Thank you. Jaylyn?
For me, I would tell my younger self, just never take a day for granted. Life is short, and anything can happen at any time. So just do what you want to do and go after what you want to go after. So you live life with no regrets.
That's great. And that's great advice for your younger selves, for everyone today. So thank you so much. Best of luck with everything that's ahead, tests and the season, and super excited to see you all tonight. Okay.